Have you guys seen those Bud Light Up for Whatever commercials? They're on during the NFL football games. They have a supermodel. She's walking around a bar, going up to guys like, if I give you this Bud Light, are you up for whatever happens next? Surprise, the guy's up for whatever. It's a fucking supermodel. Yes, the beer is good, but it's a supermodel. Any guy is up for anything. It doesn't matter what she has. If you want to prove that point, let's switch it up. Give me that beer. And I'm walking up to young ladies at the bar. If I give you this open Bud Light, are you ready for what's gonna happen next? No! I'm getting pepper sprayed at minimum. Jesus Christ, right? I work for the post office. There's a lot of old timers there. I got in an argument with one of them the other day. He threw out this real old saying, you might know it. He goes, you don't know shit from Shinola. And I started to argue with him, but then I thought about it. I don't. What the hell is Shinola? When I was about 18 years old, I took my first trip to the beach with a bunch of friends, no parents. One night I couldn't sleep at like 5 a.m. I'm like, I'm gonna go watch the sun come up by myself. Seemed like a good idea. I get out to the beach after like 5 minutes, some old guy in his 50s comes riding by on a bicycle, staring me down. He's riding back and forth. After like 10 minutes, he just turns and he rides right up to me like he's gonna tell me something real important. He leans in, he's like, hey man, you want a blowjob? I was totally taken by surprise. So I'm not very proud of my response. But I went. By who? I don't know, maybe he had a girl somewhere. She's like, I want to give a blowjob. He's like, hold on, I'll go find someone. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But it never occurred to me it could have been him. And yes, I wanted a blowjob. So he's like, by me. And I was like, no. He's like, why not? And I was like, I don't know, just no. And he rode away, and I've regretted it ever since. If I knew then what I know now. About how hard it can be to get a blowjob sometimes. I might have had a different answer. I guess I'll never know. I grew up in Boston. We have this tradition. We don't have driveways, so we park on the street. So if there's like a big snowstorm, you shovel out your car, and you can save your spot with like a barrel or a cone or like your kid's high chair or something. So one year we had a big storm. I shoveled out my car. I went out for like 20 minutes, came back, and someone had moved my barrel and stolen my spot. And I had no idea what to do because there's nowhere else to park anywhere. And the only idea I could come up with was to move this giant mound of snow like 6 feet high. I'm like, that's crazy. I can't move that. But while I'm thinking about it, my next door neighbor comes out. She's a typical Boston woman in her 40s. She's like, hey, somebody took your fucking spot, huh? I'm like, yeah. She goes, what are you gonna do about it? I go, I don't know. What should I do about it? She's like, take all that snow in that pile, move it across the street, and bury that fucking car completely. I'm like, that's a pretty good idea. So I did it. I moved all that snow and I buried that car till you couldn't see it. It was fucking beautiful. I go to walk in my house. She's like, whoa, 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 you're not done yet. I go, what else is there to do? She's like, key the fucking car. I'm like, I'm not keying the car, come on. She's like, key the fucking car, you have a responsibility in this neighborhood. I'm like, I'm not keying the car, so she's like, all right, give me those keys. She runs over, keys the car like 5 times. Throws the keys at me, she's like, get the fuck out of here. I walk in my house, my grandmother's having a coffee with one of my aunts, and my aunt's like, I hope you don't mind, but I took your spot. Thank you, I'm Joe Kozlowsky.